Help Ukraine protect peace.
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 Arms keep peace. This is an ancient saying that some shallow-minded individuals would call paradoxical. But unfortunately, it is the way this world works. If you are unarmed, if you are powerless, if you are unable to assert yourself in the world, you are a victim waiting to become as such. And a victim is what we will be if we are not able to finally see what is going on right now. That this war is not local, it is a global war against Russia, North Korea and Iran, with a certain backer that shall not be mentioned, a certain country that's the only rival to the United States right now, who backs Russia any way they can, who tries to hide their help, and yet continues to help the Russian terrorist regime nonetheless. We shall not name this country, but people are not fools. People can see where the allegiance lies. My friends, the latest things that happened in Yemen are only the beginning. This situation will only escalate. And once again, the Houthis, the proxies of Iran, have started this issue. Why is it that we are reacting to it? Why can we not act? Why is it that the West can only do something after people die? Isn't it a little bit too late to save the lives of the people if you only intervene after the genocide has been perpetrated? Why is it that the West is stuck to continuously react to Iran, North Korea and Russia? No, my friends, we can't go on like this. We need to be able to stop these terrorist regimes, and there are many proxies. These many terrorist organizations, such as the Houthis, such as Hamas, such as Hezbollah, and many others. We need to be able to have a decisive action to finally stop them. But we need to face this problem head on. Just fighting against their proxies is not going to solve anything. Where do you think Hamas gets their money, their funding, their training, their weapons? From Russia and Iran. Those are the countries who are happy to provide everything the terrorists need to continue their war of genocide against any peaceful population around them, who love death as much as their enemies, the free people of the world, love their life. That is what they have claimed. And Russia, it's no different. Russia has claimed it will continue to attack Ukraine until their objectives are met. How can we simply stand aside and watch what's going on and then claim that we want world peace? And this is something very interesting that happened when we have debated against the hypocritical and nonsensical group Stop the War. These individuals who have as their logo a nuclear weapon with a forbidden sign around it didn't even know what the biggest nuclear demilitarization in human history was. When they were asked by us, do you know who gave up the biggest nuclear arsenal? They had no idea. They were there protesting against arming Ukraine. When Ukraine gave up their arms to achieve peace and was betrayed for it, was betrayed for their benevolence. Indeed, it would seem like on the world stage, no good action goes unpunished. But that is not a precedent that we should move onward with. we need to look for better precedents, my friends. We need to look for a better future. Better future than allowing all of the initiative to slip into the hands of terrorist regimes and their proxies. We need to be better than that. We need to be wiser than that. Because the future, my friends, is in our hands. We live in a country where we have the power to speak, thank you very much, where we have the power to tell the world what's really going on. Iran, Russia, North Korea, they do not have this ability. Their people are slaves, and sometimes even worse. Whenever they say something against the government, they're sold for organs, like a certain other country that shall not be mentioned once again. Do we really want to live as a commodity for our rulers? Or do we want to live like people, like free men and women, moving into a free future, a better future than before, a better future than the past? And yet Russia wants to return to that past. Once again, with this latest piece of legislation they have passed, they want to return to their Russian Empire borders, which should make every American very nervous. Every person from the United States should be on their toes, because Alaska used to belong to the Russian Empire. And if they are claiming that it's their land, that all it takes is a moment of weakness, and Russia will move in to once again denazify any region they want to. It doesn't matter if there's not a single Nazi in that region. What matters is what Putin says, because in Russia there is no freedom, none of speech, none of action, none of anything. Is that really the future we want, my friends? Or do we want something better? The choice is ours. Fight the Jets for Ukraine!
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 Air defense 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 for Ukraine!
Arm Ukraine as you promised!
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 And now, my friends, once again, we will have a short little musical break. Enjoy.